Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to solve again a question. Let's look at the question. This question, there is a correction, beta is 4 milliampere per volt square. Sorry. And the threshold 1 volt are given for the MOSFET in the figure. Find the DC power dissipated on the MOSFET. Okay. For finding the DC power dissipated on the MOSFET, we should make DC analysis first. Because power dissipated on the MOSFET equals VDS times ID current passing through it. So in DC case, remember, capacitors are open circuited, no current passing through this side and no current passing through this side. So in DC case, let's find V gate voltage. Let's think V gate totally there is 12 volt. I mean, this is 12 volt 900k and there is 300k. We can say this V gate voltage directly is 3 volt. Why? Resistive divider. V gate equals 12 volt times 300k divided by 1200k. So it is like 1/4 of the voltage, so it will be 3 volts. So if I know V gate, how can I find V source? I know beta, but I need V source, and V source equals half 0.5k times ID. So here I will write equation like this. ID equals beta means Kn 4 milliampere per volt square, VGS, which I know VG, which is 3, minus 0.5k times ID, which is V source, minus V threshold, which is 1 square. So okay, ID is given in the question as 2 milliampere. Look at here. ID is given as 2 milliampere. So my equation simply becomes like this: 2 times 10 to the minus 3, 1/2, 4 times, and 2 minus 0.5k times ID square. Here I will make necessary cancellation. Here 2, so 1 equals 2 minus 0.5k times ID, and I know that, okay, I know ID is 2, so my equation is correct. So okay, this analysis was not necessary, but we have done it anyway. So V source becomes 0.5k times 2 milli, and it is 1 volt. What is V drain? Here V drain equals 12 volt minus 3 times 2, 6 volts. So VGS becomes, here V drain is 6 volts and V source equals 1 volt, so VDS equals 5 volts. So power dissipated was VDS times ID. ID is 2 milli, it is 10 milliwatts. Okay. Find the AC input and output resistances. Okay. This is an easy question. Why? Because I give you the necessary formulation in my in my AC input and output resistances video. Let's look at again the graphic. Look at the circuit. Here, what is input resistance? Input resistance is the resistance seen from here. So I will see in AC case, by the way, we find input and output resistances in AC case. So we are in AC case. So DC voltage supplies will be grounded. Okay. Also, this capacitor will be short circuited. This capacitor will be short circuited. So this resistor will be short circuited. Here it goes ground. Okay, our input here I see gate. In gate I see infinite resistance. So input resistance simply becomes 300k parallel 900k, and it is equals, let me calculate quickly, plus 900, it is 225k. What is output resistance? Let's look at the output resistance. See here that source is grounded. What I see from here, RDS, but VI is not given in question, so we take it as infinite. So our output simply becomes here, RD goes ground 3K. So we found we did B section, find the AC gain V over VK. Okay, let's draw AC equivalent of this circuit. Here VK, here 50k RK, here R input which is 225k, and my MOSFET comes. Here there is 3k RD resistance. That's it, guys. So how can I find GM? GM equals, first I should find GM, and GM equals 2 times Kn times ID, and ID is 2 milli, so it makes 4 times 4, 8, square root of 8, which is 2.828. So GM is 2.828 millisiemens. Okay. When I look at the circuit, AC equivalent of this circuit, what do I see? I need V output over V gate. So what is this? V drain over V gate formula. It was equals minus GM times R drain over 1 plus GM R source. Remember the necessary formulation. But here in this question, R source is short circuited, so this term cancels, it's 0. So my gain V drain over V gate equals minus GM times RD. So V drain over V gate equals 2.828 times 3. And it is 8.485. 8.485. So what is V gate over VK? Here V gate over VK, remember we see infinite resistance from gate of the MOSFET. So it is simply resistive divider. Here V gate 225k divided by 225k plus 50k, so it is like 225 over 275k, and it is 0.818. 0.818. So total gain will be the multiplication of these two. V output over Vk equals V output over V gate times V gate over Vk, and it is 8.485 times, and here there is minus sign also, times 0.818, it is 6.94. So my question is finished. We did section A, section B, and section C. Thank you for listening. See you at the next videos, guys. Take care of yourself.